Hey YouTube, this is Roy. If you notice, it's Snap on Monday, so Jesse's here. Let's see what kind of goodies he's got. And if you guys notice, it's dark. This is the only thing I don't like about wintertime is that it gets dark like real early. I mean, it's not like super late. If we were in summertime, this would be like still daylight. So. Hey Jesse.
Hi Jesse.
Maria. Jesse, I was telling the folks, I said it's not really like super late in the summertime. It would be like daylight, and but in the wintertime, look, Jesse's got an old-fashioned toolbox. Now this is like super old.
Yeah, that box.
Oh, it's beautiful. I like it. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. It's vinyl wrapped, but the paint underneath and the backside looks really good. I just didn't want to peel the vinyl off.
So Jesse said that they
It's all locked.
Oh, it's locked, but this is vinyl wrap. That's why it looks like that.
They did a good job with it.
And back in the day, I guess instead of putting the snap on, they put the Blue Point.
Well, that's actually a Blue Point box. They only made those for like 1 or 2 years. It's actually a pretty rare box.
Wow.
But it was made for commercial businesses only. So we made them for a couple businesses. In order to buy one, you had to work for that company.
That's super. That's super nice. It's the first time I've seen one too.
Yeah, and it's about a 20-year-old box. So.
And Jesse, do you have the new monthly flyer?
No, they didn't send them to us this month.
Okay.
But they did send me some of the super speedway pack that we're doing. Which
so this is the one that's hanging right here.
Yeah. And depending on what you buy, you get certain lap passes for it, where you scan with your phone and turn it in. And those lap passes are good for this month. We're giving away a hood for NASCAR with Snap-on logo. I think we're doing 20 of those and a couple other things. But like, there's ways to get tickets right there. You get 1 lap if you make your agreed payment. If you trade in competitive product, you can get 5 laps. Buy a tool storage unit or diagnostics, you get 20. Increase your weekly payment, 10 tickets, but you scan them on your phone, and Snap-on Corporate gives away a lot of prizes, and then next week I should have some of the prizes on the truck I'll be giving away.
Okay.
Just to kind of make it fun. If you win the grand prize, you get to go to the Indy 500. They got a thing where you race a dragster, go-karting, backstage passes to the Indy Museum. It's a big weekend.
So this is kind of the Too Fast Too Fun is kind of like modeled from that little cart that I got. Is it maybe the same driver or something to do with that?
Yeah.
That little model cart?
The Indy cart? Yeah.
Nice.
It's that.
Very nice. Yeah, because I was like, it looks a lot like my little race car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jesse, we had one of the viewers, Joseph, he said, ask Jesse which one are his 10 favorite tools, or the tools that you would recommend, or I guess that you would buy if you were starting out.
Well, it really depends on what kind of work you're doing, but the tools that I really like,
that are, I
personally,
guess,
that I use,
that would be like the must-haves.
This 3/8 drive ratchet right here, it's a FLF88. Flex head 3/8 drive ratchet. I really like that one. That's my go-to. Also, I like the 1/2-inch drive ratchet, the long 36-inch flex head, which would be this style right here, but with a flex head. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yes, and they also have one like that in the locking.
For me, I do more mechanical work than anything, so I really like our CT861 guns. It's a battery-powered 3/8 drive, and I really like it. It can save you some time, because I love when you're working on stuff, especially if you're flat rate, time's money.
You know, like even when Alpha started, when he asked me, well, what would you recommend? That gun is like a must-have. I use that every day.
these wire strippers are almost a must. The PWCS 7 ACFs, I love them. I don't know why they're fuzzy right now, but they got something on them. But they're just great strippers and crimpers, easy to use and get to.
I know that CP the tool addict, he made a video where he was comparing like something like this, you know, Harbor Freight, the new icons that came with the needle nose.
Yeah.
But when he put them together, he says you can tell right away just in the feel in your hand. This handle is so much better.
Well, they better be. Ours are a little more expensive, so you better be getting some quality out of what you pay for. Other tools I really like, I love our extensions. They're really... with some of the cheaper extensions, if you notice, are different brands compared to how they're made. If you put a lot of torque on them, your extension will actually start flexing. Ours don't do that. If they do, you're probably going to break it, but ours are just the metal formula with how they're made.
And I like these, how they have the little knurling. I have like the Wobble Plus.
This little ratchet's another one of my go-tos. I love it. It's a FC72. It's small, but it has a 3/8 head on it. So for me, it's easier for me to carry 2 ratchets with me and 1 3/8 set of sockets than it is a set of 1/4-inch drive sockets, 3/8. But, you know, typically I don't work on nothing smaller than 8mm. Every now and again on some of the new Chevys, they got a bunch of 7s on there. Other tools that really stand out to me, I love our owls and our picks. I don't think I have a full set of those on my truck right now. Just this week I went through a bunch of them. But it's kind of... these tools right here, I really like them.
We use the normal picks. We use those a lot too.
The small picks are great too, especially if you're doing like O-rings.
They kind of look something like these are
This
for
style, that's
electrical.
electrical.
Yeah, that
But
style.
that style picks, I use those. I use them just about every day on the truck.
Those have like if you break one, do those have a lifetime warranty?
They have a lifetime warranty, and normally, well, I keep the replacement tips on the truck, and they do break. I mean, because people's going to use them for, I mean, they take a lot of abuse. I know I abuse mine whenever I get them, and that's why I buy these kind of tools. A random tool that I really like, I always keep on the truck that you won't use every day, is this right here if you're ever pulling wire. Because on it, you can feed your wire through the back of the handle. You can screw your different tips on. And then it just makes it easier if you're putting wires through a firewall or wiring a car.
And that's why a lot of the guys that install stereos, they have that.
Yeah, and I keep one on the truck with flex reels.
That's cool too.
Um,
So those two actually go together.
yes.
Nice.
One of my favorite tools I keep on the truck is a RAD KIT Plus USA, or US. What this is a vacuum radiator filler. So this is the universal one. It's got rubber fittings on it where you can change your reservoir size. But the nice thing about this tool is it will hold a vacuum. So you can plug it in, you can do a vacuum pull on the radiator cooling system. If there's any leaks, you're going to lose vacuum pressure. Then whenever you get ready to fill it, you put this down in your coolant tank, fill it up. It does have a pre-filter on it. And if you're working on Ford Escapes, like I've had so many headaches with them, some GMC ones where you can't get the radiator blade all the way. With this, you know all the air's out of it. Some LS motors, it just makes life easier. And then our torque wrenches are another go-to, but it all depends on what kind of work you're doing. Like anymore, I use 3/8 if I'm rebuilding an engine or something. Our 3/8, it does angles, it does newton meters, decanewton meters, centimnewton meters.
So that's a must-have. Or
And
like when you're
angles.
taking off tires.
Well, on like right now, there's so many motors that use one-time use boats or stretch boats. So you'll torque it to whatever the foot pounds is, 70, 85, then you'll go 30 degrees past it. So, I mean, that angle thing, if you don't have a lot of room, you can do 1 degree at a time if you need to. Our torque wrench does not lose the angle.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive, but I do believe it's worth the money. Well, that's just a couple tools I use on whenever I work on something.
Or like the viewer said, the must-haves are the ones that because some guys, you know, they like to buy tools from other companies, but I was kind of watching what they had said, something about like the ones that I really must have. Like a lot of guys had said in the comments about the snap-on screwdrivers.
Oh yeah.
They're like, you can buy any one anywhere else, but there's nothing like the way the handles are shaped and that it's got a lifetime bit
Our
replacement.
instinct grip is made to fit your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So we get more turning power. I think it's like 30% over your other screwdrivers. Which, I mean, granted, it's Snap-on, we sell 2 different handles. We sell the hard handle kits and we sell the instinct handle. It just depends on what you like. A lot of
Those
people,
kind of had like disappeared, and then they just recently bought those back.
well, it's all what you're working on. Like if you're working on transmission fluid and stuff, I like the hard handles because if I get something on a contaminated fluid or something, it does not destroy the handle. And you can take brake cleaner or red rag, wipe them off when you're done, clean, good as new.
Versus these, because these have like a dual material.
Yes, and we actually have a hard version of that too. So we sell a soft rubber version, then we have the hard handle here, which you feel that, and most of the hard handles are gray.
So that's still the same shape, just the hard handle.
Now feel that one where.
Versus this is more
See how-
softer. Yeah.
Which, I mean, some people like the hard handle. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing is personal preference. What do you feel comfortable with? If you feel comfortable with the tool, you'll use it better or more. You get something where you hate using it, don't make you any money, then you're not going to be happy with it. So,
And I think we missed one last thing, Jesse. The ball peen. Those are the guys love those. Those are the best hammers ever.
well, they're actually shock resistant handles, so you can hit something, you don't get the vibration in it. The big benefit to ours over other brands is ours has a steel shaft that runs up to a cylinder. Our cylinder is completely hollow, which allows the shot to travel from one end of the hammer to the other. If it's a 32 ounce dead blow, you get 32 ounces of shot delivered to it. And they have a lifetime warranty, so if you tear them up, you break them, we'll send them off.
That's true. On I think on some of the big ones, maybe not this, but like the real big one, I think they made Snap-on made this tip wider so that it doesn't slip off the hand. So if you guys notice, this tip is wider so that you can grab it and you know it doesn't slip off your hand when you're banging on stuff.
And this one's our 56 ounce one, and this one is a 32. So you can just see the
Big
length
difference.
difference too.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hopefully you're not using a 56 ounce every day, but you need to get something done.
So, folks, thank you for watching. We would also like to thank, I've been watching YouTube as well. 123 Don Master, Automotive Classic Lines. I like how those guys during the holidays, they gave us the tour of their toolboxes and how it was set up. So if you guys are watching, don't forget to watch their channel. They got some pretty impressive stuff too. And we would like to thank Jesse for letting us film today on the truck. And this was kind of for you, the viewers, because the viewers had asked what are Jesse's favorite tools, what are some that we think are important or must-haves. And thank you for watching. We would like to thank Jesse for letting us film on the truck, and we'll see you next Monday. Thank you. Bye.